G'day mates, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm continuing my series of interviewing pros and we have none other than the NA West god himself, Arkhram. I asked all the questions you'd want to know. How does he stay so consistent? Is he actually switching to controller? What are his thoughts on the current meta? Is he moving to NA East? Everything in between. I really hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you haven't already, I'm sure you have. Please check out Arkhram Socials. They're all going to be in the description. I don't even need to introduce who he is. You know who he is. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Please chuck a like on it. Let me know in the comment section down below anyone else you want me to interview for these. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel and I hope you enjoy the video. The first one I have to open up with because I still can't figure out if it's real. Are you switching to controller?
Yeah, I am.
Straight up, you actually are switching to controller?
Yeah.
Damn, what? Okay, look, give me the thought process behind that then. Because like when Epic Whale did it, it was kind of like linear was like a whole nother level of stupid. What is it now? Like you genuinely think controller's that much better that it's worth you losing the time you spent on mouse and keyboard? You're already pretty good on controller though, so.
Yeah, 100%. No, dude, like the aim assist is like broken. Like,
okay.
Like I can just hop on and I can like have really good aim. And then the double movement too is nuts.
Yeah.
If you think about it, like any like good controller player, like a really good one, can like do the same thing a keyboard mouse player can do, but they have good aim assist and better movement. So like, what's not like? I mean, I feel like it's better long term to be good on controller. And if I have to, I can switch back too. Like it'll take me a little bit, but like I can switch back too.
Yeah, okay. Because I mean, you've got two things. You're right. The mouse and keyboard don't have. And if you look at someone who's got insane mechanics on control, like Leshy or something, they're doing what a mouse and keyboard player does. But you're right. They can move sideways and they've got aim assist on top. Okay, fair. So how long have you been playing controller for now? Because I know there was a few tournaments a while back. Like you went on controller, Reet went on mouse and keyboard. So you're not like new to it, but like how long have you been playing controller to the point where you thought like maybe I might actually switch to this?
I've been playing like hard for like 2 weeks or something.
Okay. That's nothing.
Like I probably and then like probably like 2.5 weeks, like for like a couple days I was just playing on it for fun, and then like just like kind of just like thinking if I wanted to full send it. And then I just kind of like sent it. Now I'm just full committing.
Okay, and obviously, I mean, I don't really need to ask this, but I just want confirmation. Well, you've obviously found it far easier to like relearn a new input than learning mouse and keyboard the first time, right? Because you already know a lot of the things you need to do. It's just learning it on controller, right? Or have you found it easier, harder, different? Like, what's kind of been the experience so far of trying to get good on controller?
It's like I still know a bunch of stuff. It's actually pretty hard still because like a bunch of the stuff that I learned on keyboard and mouse, like piece control stuff like that, like I just saw it and I would just instantly do it. Like I didn't really have to practice it much. Okay. But on here, like I actually like have to practice it a lot and stuff like that. So it's actually, I feel like it's harder.
And do you think that's helping you though as well? Because I feel like it's almost like, I know it, like people are going to say like, you know, undoing muscle memory, you've spent so long on mouse and keyboard, but I feel like it would make things fresh, right? Like you're probably more motivated to play right now to learn controller than you were on mouse and keyboard, right?
Oh yeah, no, it's so fun too. Like it's that. It's like relearning the game completely.
That's what I mean. Yes, that's what I like. It's like, because like even when I did it for like a week, again, it was just, that was when linear was broken. It was like a couple seasons ago, just hook it in the box. But it was fun. Like it made the game feel fresh again. So what's the current routine looking like? Because that could be really good for people who are trying to improve. So you've obviously already got insane game sense. You don't need to work on that. What does like purely mechanical practice look like for you? Like what does a day look like where you're trying to improve on controller?
It's really edit courses and free building.
Okay. You don't do wages, zone wars, anything like that?
No, I can't do like that stuff. Like I think Zone Wars with friends, but like I play it, but like no, I still kind of suck.
Yeah, I mean, you've got good friends. You're gonna have to find people who are maybe like a little bit more the intermediate level, but at the same time, like how far do you think you stack up right now on controller after a couple weeks? Like you're obviously like you're gonna like scrimming. Are you playing scrims on controller? Or are you still kind of going between the two?
Yeah, no, I play scrims on controller.
And you like
W King is like, oh yeah, no, we do fine. I just die a couple times because like my mechanics, but like. Harping is getting like, it's just like every day I'm getting better. Like I see improvement every day. So
that's nuts. Like I didn't believe it. I was like, damn, like this is one of the most consistent mouse and keyboard players like ever. I was like double qual, like this, like there's no way. I was like, if anyone's gonna do it, and like when Epic Whale did it again, I felt like it made a bit more sense. And even he's gone back. Do you find that strange that you're pretty much the only major person now that I've seen that's swapped? Where back when you know Epic Whale did it, a bunch of people started doing it. Do you think it's still like that broken now, where it's worth it for a lot of people, or is this just like a you individual thing?
I know it's not as broken before, but like it definitely is like still really good.
Okay. I mean,
and like you might have to practice your aim just a little bit, but like it's not that big of a deal, to be honest.
Yeah, that's impressive as well. Because obviously, like this Wu-Ting keyboard, I'm sure you've seen like the double movement and stuff. Like I think it's hard as well because when people in the casual audience look at, you know, switching to controller or double movement, when they don't fully understand the level of what it does when you're versing pros. Like when you're both two of the best players in the world and every little advantage is what wins the fight, double movement becomes huge. But like at an intermediate level, it's not that big of a deal. But when you watch it, like there's certain fights that I've straight up lost to someone because they can move faster than me in a box. Like I just can't hit them because they're faster. Like it's just that simple.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
100%.
When so like obviously, you know, FNCS coming up and stuff, are you going to be ready by FNCS? Is it like you're truly like from now on you are competing on controller?
That's what I'm planning to do. Like I'm hoping, you know, I'm like, but like there's like a cash cup, like I'm probably gonna just have to play keyboard for that, to be honest, because like I don't want to like sell bread, but like for like FNCS I'm like 100% confident I'll be ready.
That's kind of, so you think that, so you got like what, that's like pretty much like a month or so including warm-up and stuff, so you reckon at the rate you're going in the last 2 weeks, in 4 weeks you'll be ready?
Yeah, 100%.
Damn, okay. All right, now obviously everyone's going to ask this as well. I've already done so many videos interviewing controller players. That's not what I wanted to turn today into, but just real briefly, what controller are you using? Because people are going to ask.
I'm using a Scuff Impact.
Okay, and are you using paddles or claw or both?
I'm using paddles, non-claw.
Okay, interesting. See, I find that so weird. So many people who go to controller later seem to go for paddles, not claw. I feel like maybe because paddles weren't as like prevalent a few years ago or like 5 years ago when people were like playing COD and stuff. I feel like most people who go to controller now seem to go for paddles over claw. Was there any decision making in that process, or you were just like, I'll just get paddles?
No, I just know that like claw like just kind of like messes up your hand, stuff like that.
Yeah, fair enough.
And like I just didn't want to like do that at all, and I was like, I'll just do paddles.
Fair enough.
Well, you could do the same thing.
Yeah, well, that's what I did when I did. I was like, look, I'm not going to mess up my wrist and there's paddles now. Like, it's the same thing. Like, claw was before paddles were popular. So, what does a normal day look like for you as far as like practice and routine and stuff goes? Like, this can be controller, mouse and keyboard, whatever you want to be. Like, what would a normal day look like with no tournaments on for you?
Well, probably wake up like a couple hours before scrims. I wake up, shower, eat, warm up a bit, and then play scrims. And then I'll maybe like, well, like for now, after scrims, then I'll probably like free build for a bit, play some arena. Then we might run some like high Q scrims or something, sub custom, something like that. And then like I'll take a little break, and then I'll get back on, do another edit course or something, and then play like Zone Wars or something. Then maybe arena later on at night.
So how many hours is that on average a day, do you reckon?
Maybe at least 12.
Jeez. Okay, so you haven't let up the grind since obviously like, and how long do you reckon you've been doing this for, right? Like how long have you been on that kind of practice routine for? Since probably like before World Cup, I'm guessing, right?
No, I've been kind of chill ever since I started playing controller. Like before I would play like maybe like 6 to 8, anywhere from 6.
Okay.
But yeah, ever since controller I've been going like all night stuff, like hard.
Because that's the main thing. Like whenever I talk about, like I was like, oh, I'm going to interview Arkhram, the main word or question that kept coming up was consistency, right? So did you practice like, so coming into World Cup when you're making a name for yourself, building up like that, were you practicing harder than what you have been, let's say in the last 3 months? Like, do you think you need, like once you establish the skills, it doesn't take as long to maintain them, or what's that kind of been like for you?
I mean, I kind of, a bit, like when I get to like end game, like scrims wise, like when I have like the IGLing and stuff like that, I don't need to be like super mechanical or something like that. I just have to have like some decent aim, and I'll still do really fine. So like, I would just play like other games for fun and like still maintain like really good aim and stuff like that. And like the mechanics are maybe a little washed, but like it wouldn't affect too much. But like, if there's like cash cups, since like that's like way more like mechanics, like kind of demanding, like I'll play more stuff.
That's crazy. See, like a lot of people wouldn't think about it like that way. Okay, and when it was solos though, because obviously you were like, you know, you were popping off massively. Solos, you got to stay like completely on top of everything, right?
Yeah, and 100%. Yeah, solos a lot and stuff like that.
Are you? That would lead me to asking: are you excited for a whole year of trios? Then, like you've obviously got a good trio, you're good in trios. Does that excite you more, or did you like the kind of push to maybe try to perform in solos?
You know, I didn't mind solo FNCS. Like, I mean, I'm fine. I'm actually really fine with trio FNCS all year, but like. I didn't actually like solo FNCS because like the way like the way I work, like if I have something I can practice for a while, I'll get good at it. So like solos I didn't like, but like I'll get good at it because there's like practice for it. But like normally there's no like solo practice, so like I just don't feel like trying too much. There's like practice for it.
And then do you think that's helped you not burn out as well? Like you said with the, you know, like say when you're, you know, if you're the IGL, you don't have to practice much, you play other games you enjoy. Do you think that's been pretty important to you lasting this long without burning out in the scene?
I guess, yeah. I don't know. Like, I'm fine right now, like, playing a lot. Even, like, I'll play a lot sometimes on, like, keyboard and mouse. But, like,
Okay.
Honestly, like, I just like wasn't a person that played much of games, so like I don't know. I'm just like enjoying like stuff for now. So.
Yeah, fair enough.
I guess it kind of helps me not get burned out.
Yeah, because that's like the main one I see. Like at this point as well, it's off season and stuff, and like you've still been hard grinding. You switched inputs. I think that controller does help that because again, it just kind of makes things fresh again. You don't get tilted or bored, 100%. So that helps massively. The question I want to move on to now as well, region based. Obviously, everyone asks, are you going to move other regions? Do you want to play in West? What are your thoughts on West? How do you think you stack up in the other regions? Those kind of questions. So are you planning on staying in West? Obviously, it's hard to travel right now, but is that just kind of your plan for the future?
Oh no, I'm definitely gonna try to move east by the end of the year.
Nice,
it's
okay.
like a really good chance to do so.
Sick. And then, so how do you reckon you'll stack up as well? In all honesty as well, obviously, you know, you got to be confident in yourself as well. Like, you're one of the few people that people will say can still perform on East, you know what I mean? Sense and Edgy have done it. You reckon you're obviously gonna have no problems? It's gonna be harder, right? But like, you still think you'll be fine?
I think I'll be fine as long as I can, you know, maybe go with like a couple West people or like, I don't know. As long as I get a good drop spot on East, then I think I'll just do fine.
Yeah, that is the hard part as well. When you move into that scene, it is trying to get that respect or to get a position as well. Because like that's what East is. They've got the scrim scene where just everyone claims everything as well. And you said go with other players. Have you talked to anyone else you might be going with? Is there any like kind of, obviously it's further in the distance, but is there any kind of players who've thought about moving to East as well?
Well, like my whole friend group, High IQ, like we all want to go, but like it's just kind of like we were gonna like kind of trying to go, but like. We're just like waiting for someone to like do all the work and buy like, find a house, and we kind of just like didn't go like.
That's the logistics, right? If it's just hey, come here, there's good internet and there's a room, you're like sweet, but it's gonna be organized. Okay, so you guys are at that point. Like if someone had it organized, if it was a thing, you would 100% go.
Yeah, 100%.
Damn. Okay. Someone's got to get on that. I mean, it's going to make it depressing for West. I'm not going to lie. Like, it'll be pretty, give other people a chance in West, but West will become a little bit less exciting, I probably have to say, if all of High IQ leaves. Still pretty sick, though. And then, so, 100%. If you had to, and then obviously no plans to go to EU, right? Like, I know people always ask that, but like, once, like, just staying in NA is easier, right? You can go to NA East, whatever your thoughts are, EU versus NA East, they're still both huge regions. You wouldn't probably go the extra effort to go to EU?
No, probably not. This is, like, way more, like... like complications and stuff like that.
Just easier.
You know, maybe in the future. I don't know.
Okay, fair enough as well. And then, so what are your thoughts on the current trio meta coming forward and stuff? How do you feel for it? Do you feel strong for it? Do you like it? Do you dislike it? Like, what are your thoughts on the season so far coming into FNCS?
I don't mind it, but like there could be a lot of improvement.
Yeah, what are the things you're not liking too much about it?
NPCs being able to upgrade only at like 2 or like certain POIs.
Okay. Yeah, because that's the one that's getting a bit underrated at the moment when I'm watching certain, like when I talk about which POIs are strong, people always ask me in chat, I'm like, Arena's one thing, but like competitively, if you're like Dirty Docs, like double NPCs with double gold and like upgrades, that's huge.
Yeah, like Dirty and Misty, like there's like ways to get like gold every game where you can leave with like 2 people having purple shotguns like every game.
Yeah, see, that's massive. Okay.
It's really like basically like Starks kind of like you got guaranteed purple shotguns. So it's like a lot of people don't know about it too.
Yeah, a lot of people aren't really talking about it, to be honest. Like you can see it. Like there's the teams that have it doing really, really well as well. Like Commandment Sent and Edgy are destroying East right now.
They're gonna be so good with Missy.
Jeez. And so wait, where are you dropping at the moment?
Sweaty.
Yeah. Okay. Have you thought about trying to stake out one of the other ones, or you think it's kind of too far gone at this point?
It's like the only spots we would really want is like Dirty and like what do you call it, Missy, and they're already occupied. Like this spot, like the way to get a POI is to go early and like going last second when we have like a decent like it's like a decent
good.
POI.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it's
you got the fish. Well, that's the thing. Misty and Dirty still have fish too, but at least you got the fish advantage. See, most people usually pull out the Rift Fish Shockwave Flopper meta, so you're more worried about the upgrading because one team's just going to roll through people with good shotguns.
Yeah, and Missy also has nutty fishing too. It's so good there. So like they have literally everything.
Still better than Mythics though, right? Like I'm still so much more excited for this season compared to Mythic POIs because it's not literally just Stark and Dooms who's going to win. But I guess that went pretty well for you, so.
Yeah, no, actually, I think like if they take out the NPCs or like they make it so everyone can upgrade, I think it can actually be really good.
Okay.
And if they nerf maybe rift fishing too, they would like. I feel like this meta would be really good.
Yeah. Okay. Well, now the next question that I want to talk about is obviously you've been playing with similar people for pretty much your whole career. Now, with the year coming forward, do you think that's going to lend into itself? I mean, West, I feel like is not as bad as East with players sticking together and stuff. But is that going to be massive for you? Are you going to try and stick with the team and just stay with them now for the rest of the year? Obviously.
Oh yeah, 100. I have no plans of splitting with that pick and Rex. Yeah.
Damn, okay, pretty cool as well. Because obviously, like, people try to have those whispers coming around with you playing with Reef for different stuff, but obviously, so it's still just going to be the good old Arkhram, Epic, and Rex.
Yep.
I mean, don't change what works, right? Like, I still, like, you won FNCS. Yeah. I can't believe that. I'm pretty sure, yeah, you're the only one from an FNCS region, I think, that's won so far other than OC that hasn't split, which just blows my mind. It's like you just won the last. Yeah, pretty much everyone has. EU split, NA East is split. I'm pretty sure Brazil is split as well. Like, yeah, it's pretty much all of them. It's crazy. I don't know why. NA East, they split within like a week. Like, I don't even know. Like, I get, like, I still don't know. If you win a major region, I feel like it clearly worked. Like, especially if you did it without an insane drop too. Like, if you're a region that did it without like a Stark or a Dooms, like, clearly you can do it again. I don't know. That one confused me. Yeah, fair enough then as well. Well, thanks, dude. I appreciate it. That's pretty much all the questions I wanted to ask. Most of it was going to be around the controller stuff. I still can't believe that's real. Like, straight up, you've just, like, swapped as well. It's fun, though. I mean, I'm excited to watch it. So, are you finding... Obviously, you're still learning it, but overall, like, I know, like, double movement, aim assist. Do you find it more enjoyable? Like, is just playing on controller more enjoyable for you? It just looks more fun, I swear.
No, it is. But like, there's times where like you die because like I'm just like kind of new. But like,
oh, that's frustrating.
When I like do something like I just like run through a kid's wall and just like triple dink him, like it's fun.
Switching, yeah, that was it when I did switching builds and like, yeah, say this, you can learn it in creative or like edit practice, but once you're in like a game and you're in that moment where you're panicking and you're switching weapons, like inventory management on controller is still such a nightmare. Actually, last question I'll have: do you like the idea of balancing the both? Like, let's say give mouse and keyboard double movement and then give like controller single button reset and stuff. Are you kind of down that field, or do you like the fact that there's those differences between them?
I mean, honestly, I actually just don't mind because I just know I can eventually just go between either. So
I'm just so good. I'll just be good at both. So who cares? Yeah.
Yeah. So like I'll just use the OP one for now.
Yeah. I mean, may as well, right? As well. And that's the thing. Whenever we make that debate, they're never going to fix aim assist fully. So it's like there's always going to be that complaint, or there's always going to be that deciding factor. Unless they just get rid of aim assist, which would just kill controller, they're never going to be the same. So fair enough then, mate. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that one. If you did, please chuck a like on it. Let me know in the comments section down below who you want me to interview next. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel and make sure you go check out Arkhram Socials as well. Absolute homie for taking time out of his day to give me an interview. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.